All right, so thank you all for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class today. We're going to do what's called 26 and 2 yoga. It's the same sequence of 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises every time. The style of yoga is traditionally done in a hot room, like an 105-degree hot room. And if you, like me, do not have access to that kind of heat during COVID, that's really normal. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to get our blood flowing, and then we'll hop into the traditional 26 and 2 sequence. With the sun salutations and with everything else in class, if something doesn't work for your body, remember that you can modify, you can skip, or you can do something different. So yoga at times should be challenging, but we're never going to a point of pain. In fact, the whole goal is to kind of get a little bit more in touch with our bodies and just honor what we need today. So for the 3 rounds of sun salutations, come towards the top of your mat. I'm going to adjust this angle a little bit. Come towards the top of your mat. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. So with sun salutations, every movement goes with an inhale or an exhale breath. And the breath is called Ujjayi breathing. You want to gently constrict your throat, and then you'll breathe a little bit slower and longer. And that also helps to build heat in the body at the beginning of class. I will try to give you different variations for sun salutations as well as other stuff in class so that it's friendly to all different body types and experiences. So coming towards the top of your mat, again, I'm going to show you in periphery. Bring your feet close together. Take a moment, bring the weight into your toes. Rock the weight back into your heels. And then just ground yourself right here. Evenly distribute your body weight on both feet and take a moment, just a slow inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. Slow exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. This is an invitation to just be here with yourself for an hour, politely putting everything else aside. We'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation A. Bring your hands together, heart center, and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead and look up as if you were greeting or saluting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, suck your stomach in, fold forward, hinge at your hips, put your hands on the floor and relax your head down. Inhale into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or eventually the floor in front of you. Weight in your toes, hips over heels. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor and step back into a high plank or a tabletop, either way. You have an option to stay here in plank or tabletop or take what's called a Vinyasa. You'll go forward 2 inches, hug your elbows into your sides and lower down to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. So lift your hips up, press your heels down, relax your head down. And if down dog doesn't work for your body, no problem. Take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down and reach your arms forward. So every plank can be a tabletop. Every down dog can be a child's pose. And if that lowering down backward bend motion, that vinyasa doesn't feel right for your shoulders or wrists, that's really normal. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Take an inhale, take an exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, hands on the floor, step forward, feet between your hands coming up into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head down. Inhale, reach to rise. Come on up, arms with your ears looking up overhead, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, we'll do 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale into a halfway lift, weight in the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, hands on the floor, step back into your plank or tabletop. Remember, you can go directly here to straight into your down dog or child's pose, or take a vinyasa lowering down, and then inhaling into a back bend. If you're doing up dog, the only parts of your body touching the floor should be your hands and your feet. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or child's pose. So for child's pose, relax your forehead to the floor, reach your arms forward and sink your hips down to stretch the spine. For down dog, lift your hips up, try to get your heels closer to the floor and spread your fingers wide. Root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb, push down there. Take an inhale, Take an exhale, generating heat through your Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, come on up, looking up overhead, arms with ears. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, last one. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, flat back. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, come up into your back bend, looking up. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. For down dog, try to get your heels closer to the floor. You might want a slightly wider step. Lift your hips up, contract your thighs, drop your head, look for your shins. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, come on up, root to rise, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, so hopefully you feel a little bit more warm. I do. From here, we're gonna continue with 26 and 2 yoga, a tried and true favorite. So come to the middle of your mat and towel, bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touching away from your body. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide, make an HA, sound, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in. On your next breath, push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders, your head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, bring your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, against the back of the throat, lift your elbows up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly tilt your head back, look way back, arms forward, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, chin down. Using that Ujjayi breathing, breathing against the back of the throat. Exhale, head up. Head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Just the neck and arms move. Keep your spine straight from the side. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in your heels. Press your hips a little forward and just your head drops back. No backward bending. Inhale, head down as you inhale. Open your rib cage wide, expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, stomach in, eyes open, head back, arms forward, push your elbows together. Inhale, head down, last breath, second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself, take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up, take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath, any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch out, and bend right and left, right and left. This is a little bit of a warm-up before we do our first posture in 26 and 2, Artichomasana with Potassium, half moon with hands to feet pose. Right and left, and then come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels. Contract your thighs and push your hips forward. Squeeze your palms together up to the wrists. and bring your upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day and there's no rush. Know where you need to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up and slowly bend to the left. As you push your hips to the right, coming down in a straight line without bending your elbows or your knees. Push your hips to the right. Now it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you. So it might look like I'm pushing my hips to the left when in fact I'm pushing my hips to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body, either way. Know that in general, we will do the right side of postures first. So hips pushing to right, upper body stretching to the left, stomach in the whole time. Squeeze your palms, get a little deeper, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open. Drop your head back as far as it goes. Look for the floor behind you and then immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck looks good. Lower back, middle back, and upper back. You've got it. Bend your total spine. Backward bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, biceps, everything forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head and go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. And as another housekeeping note, I will try to practice and talk us through every single posture. That back bend is the only one that I can't do and talk through at the same time. So I will always try to model it for a moment and then talk you through it. Okay, Potassium, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually grab your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Now in some styles of yoga, you bend elbows out, but in this style of yoga, you want to bend elbows back. Touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, drop your head, maybe even touch your face to your shins. Below your knees, no room for light in the air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight forward into your toes. Lift your hips up, lengthen your spine. Good, change, come on up. Arms with your ears, knees can bend. Nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Okay, second set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice, tight grip. Push your hips forward, touch your biceps to your ears, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. Keep the weight in your heels. Push your hips a little forward, suck your stomach in, upper body back. Contract your right thigh as much as your left thigh. Push your right arm into your ear as much as your left arm and breathe through your nose. Now push your left hip forward to keep your hips facing the front of your mat. Bring your right shoulder forward, same thing until your armpits face the front of your mat. Arms with your ears, chin away from your chest, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, root down through your heels, stretch up out of your waistband spine, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. Mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. If your eyes are wandering, your mind is wandering. Let this be an hour just for you. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, head and arms back. On this side, push your right hip forward. Keep your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward. Open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes and then bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So if your knees or elbows are bending, come up a little bit. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward. And now squeeze your palms together and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees, go down. Hinge at your hips. Put your hands on the floor. Drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. You've been here before. Notice what's a little bit more loose, what's still a little tight. There's no right or wrong. Second set, hands to feet pose, Padasana. Bend your knees halfway, grab your heels from behind and wrap your elbows back behind you. Stomach to thighs, chest to knees. Let your neck and head go. Eventually face to the shins. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. So eventually the legs will lock, but it's more important to keep the upper body glued to the lower body. So if your legs are straight, but your stomach's not touching your thighs, bend your knees a little bit more and pull harder. Roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back. One day, legs lock. Good, change, come up, knees can bend. You wanna hinge at your hips just like you went in. Nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward, Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches hip width distance, insides of your feet perfectly. Parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, stomach in more, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, and now come up all the way on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first like somebody's got you by the ponytail, stretching you up to the ceiling. Now bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees are going way in or way out. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees and hands. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, heels down. Squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. Stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down, knees together, and stop when you're a ½ inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you, knees together, thighs together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. I'll show you from the side. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit down into a chair. So for the first part only, you wanna stick your butt out and lean forward. So at first, maybe try to touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, and that'll help you sit down more. From here, peel your upper body off your lower body. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, bring a little bit more weight back into your heels, lift your chin up, chest up, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips forward. So if you have a tendency to stick your butt out, you wanna tilt your pelvis forward and now come up all the way on your tiptoes. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. I think in Latin, the word for pelvis is similar to the word for bowl. So you wanna think about tipping your pelvis bowl forward. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, heels down for a second, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, knees together, heels a little off the floor, slowly sit down to a count of 10 in your head. The slower you do, the better you do. Gaining strength, control, balance. Stop when you're a ½ inch off your heels, squeeze your knees together and down, lift your chest and change. Slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, we'll do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, right under left. You can grab shoulders, you can interlock fingers, or you can have hands in prayer, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right over left, cross twist. Eventually, wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. And if you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. We'll do the left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm. Left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your chin. Pull elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your left leg as high as possible over your right leg. Cross twist, point your left toes towards your right calf, and eventually the foot wraps. Now, this side might feel a little or a lot different. It does for me. This is a nice reminder here, we are not symmetrical, right? Yoga will help us notice incongruencies. It'll help us address incongruencies. but it'll also just help us accept the fact that like we're not butterflies, right? We're perfectly imperfect. So if one shoulder is tighter than the other, that's really normal. Change, feet together, arms over your head. Welcome to the club. Second set, bring your right arm under your left arm, right under left, palms together, eventually wrists straight and fingers in line. It takes some time. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg. Think hamstring over quadricep. As you twist, notice if your knees start to point to the left side of your mat. Bring your knees to the right and upper body to the left. So you want to keep your hips and shoulders square to the front of your mat. Wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight in your heel, arch your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, last one. Bring your left arm under your right arm, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Make sure you're breathing. So if your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes, sit down more, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water here if you want. And I'm going to adjust my mat and carpet, which I realize are a little off kilter. I've said this in class before, but this style of yoga often attracts kind of like type A personalities. And I once had a teacher who said, I love watching yogis in this style of yoga when they notice that their mat is slightly off kilter because they'll fix it every time. So if that is also what you're like, you are in good company, right? The joy of this yoga is that we know what's coming next. So it gives us some semblance of control, but we have to remember like yoga is really a process of like acknowledging that we're not in control and that that's okay. And we're just letting go. But if you need to fix your mat, I'm right there with you. Okay, standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janu Ustrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. You have an option to stay here. You're working on your core strength, hip flexor strength, and balance. As you're ready, start to round down. Eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. If your standing leg is locked, no bend in the knee, no wobble in the ankle. Inhale, slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, that's too easy. No lower, that can hurt your back. Standing leg locked. If both legs lock, from the side legs, make an L like Linda, bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. Bring your chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Good, change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Lift your left leg up. Point your toes. Flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back. Suck your stomach in. Round down, pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Standing legs should be solid concrete, one piece. Lamp post unbroken, you have no knee. When you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. And it's a real kick. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If standing leg is bending a lot, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, keep bringing your chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Everybody relax your jaw. Breathe through your nose. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or a knee bend. Sometimes we're like, well, if I tense my jaw and hold my breath, I can balance longer, but then it's not yoga, right? It looks cool on Instagram, but it's not yoga. You got to breathe. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, pick up your right foot, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. Lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and maybe put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Take your time as you reverse out. Good for you. Last one. Shift your weight to your right leg. Lock your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Toes back. Abdomen in. Round down. Pick up your left foot. Webbing to webbing grip. Nice tight grip. Don't lose the grip. Lock your right leg, suck your stomach in. Here we go, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both hamstrings. Bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, keep pressing your hips forward. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Woo, just the way you went in, very nice. Okay, so that was a forward curl. Next we do a back bend. And if you're new to this style of yoga, this next posture, standing bow pulling pose, the grip is a little bit confusing. So I'll try to go over it real quick. Feet together, I'll show you at an angle. Bring your right hand up, bring it out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Wee, okay, so reach back. So palm is still facing up without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone. If this grip is confusing, you're welcome to grab the outside of your foot and eventually walk your hand around. The grip that you don't want is to rotate the shoulder inward and grab like this. That can hurt the shoulder. So either grabbing the outside of the foot or the inside with the palm facing out. Okay, bring your left arm up, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up. And go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Slowly come down. Bring the abdomen and chest parallel to the floor. See your foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up until your right shoulder disappears behind your left shoulder. 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Body down more. Leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Very nice. Change. Kick yourself up. Let's do the other side. Bring your left hand up. Palm faces the ceiling. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. Bring your right arm up and back. Knees together. So you want to start with your hips in line. Lock your right leg. Point your left toes. Take a deep breath. Stretch up. And go for it. Charge your body forward as you kick your left leg back and up. So for sure we're coming down, but here's the deal. It's a back bend. So if your back is flat and you're looking down, lift your chin, lift your chest, stick your butt out and kick really hard. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. If you fall out, hop back in, kick even harder. Body down more, chest up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Second set, bring your right hand up. Bring it out to the right. I'm right there with you. Reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, knees together, left arm up and back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up and go for it. Kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward to the top of your mat, breathe through your nose. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your left hand faces the floor. Get your left arm exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Come down, body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Very nice, change, kick yourself up with control. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left ankle, knees together, right arm up and all the way back. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, stretch up and go for it. Kick, stretch. Breathe. If you always fall forward, kick back more. If you always fall back, reach forward more. If you're falling to one side, hips are probably out of alignment. Drop your left hip down. Keep your chin and chest lifted. Left ear down a little bit. Keep your head on straight. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Very nice, change. Kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat and towel. Tool Dandasana, balancing stick. This next posture is only 10 seconds. Yay! Feet together, arms overhead. Palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, bring your head and arms back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Lock both legs, point your left toes, and slowly tilt. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T, like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, Right foot back, arms back, chest up, step your left foot forward. Lock both legs, point your right toes, and tilt. So actively charge your body forward, and then see if you can straighten your right leg a little bit more. Charge your body forward and stretch your big toe back. Body down, heel up, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. So some of you may have heard of the song Hips Don't Lie about Shakira, but what you probably don't know is that song is about yoga. I am mostly joking, but here's the deal. In every single posture we do, you want to keep your hips in line. If one hip is lifting up, that is your hips trying to compensate for another joint in your body that's a little bit tight. So second set, notice if a hip is lifting up, you want to keep your hips in line, hips don't lie. Here we go. Feet together, arms over your head, palms together. It's really hard. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, and tilt. So as you come down, notice if your left hip is lifting or your left foot is going to the right. Drop your left hip down. It's so hard. Spiral your inner left thigh up. So left big toe up, left pinky toe down, left foot to the left, stretch. Good. Change. Left foot down, right foot back. Squeeze your palms up to the wrist. Step your left foot forward. You can do it. Lock both legs. Point your right toes and tilt. Trying to get armpit skin facing the floor. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Flat back on this side. Right hip down, right thigh up, stretch. Good. Change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next three postures. I will continue to face you. We're going to flow the next three postures twice. This is called the standing separate leg series or standing separate leg sequence, starting with Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Paschimottanasana, standing separate leg stretching. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in. If you have active sciatica, keep your toes pointing forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Look forward all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels yet, try grabbing the outsides of your feet or placing your hands on the floor in front of you. Know that for this posture and the next two, you are always welcome to take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you gain control. Everybody roll forward like a wheel into the balls of your feet. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, contract your thighs, lock your legs, and touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up for triangle Trikanasana. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, and turn your right foot out. Take a bigger step. I like to inch my right toes to the right. Maybe turn the left toes in a little bit. Here we go. Bend your right leg and lunge. Now, first you might have your hips a little high, and that's normal. Eventually you're going to sit down until your right thigh bicep is parallel to the floor. Lock your left leg and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers just above your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. You're stronger than that. Look up to the ceiling. Touch your chin to your shoulder. Breathe. Drop your left thigh down. Push your right knee back, stomach in. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Keep your right leg locked and move your arms at the same time. Now, if your hips are high, that's really normal. Maybe it's just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. If you can get your left thigh parallel to the floor, then it's the elbow in front of the knee. You want one long diagonal line from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Look up towards the ceiling. Reach your right shoulder up. Drop your right hip down, turn, twist upper body back, lock right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, and maybe take a slightly smaller step. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikattapada, Ustrasna. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Exhale, pivot to one side of the room. So if you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your left toes in, turn your back toes in, and then you can push your hips forward. Two hips in line, two heels in line. Backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. This is a rounded spine posture. If you have a history of slipped discs or a bad back,
This is a posture to be careful of. Eventually bring your knee and head together, but never force your body. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Suck your stomach in. You can bend your front leg if you need to. Bring knee and head close together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times. Order of operations, lock both legs. Bring your hands together and then change. Slowly reverse out, chin to chest, head up, last. Good, shift your weight into your heels. Pick up your toes and pivot to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in and then push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times until your hips are in one line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin to chest, round your spine, stomach in. You can bend your front leg if you need. You can take a bigger or smaller step. Try to bring your knee and head close together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe and even out your hips. Push your right hip forward. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs. Hands together. Change. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc. Head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels. Step your right foot back, arms down. High five, second set, stretching. Here we go. Arms over your head. Step your right foot to the right, big step. Toes in, heels out. Lock your legs, lift your chest. Swan dive forward. Stick your butt up all the way down. Grab your heels from behind. If you can grab your heels, bend your elbows back. Elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward and touch your forehead to the floor. If your forehead's easily touching the floor, take a smaller step. If your forehead's nowhere near the floor, take a wider step. Everybody roll forward, contract your thighs, stick your butt up a little bit, lock your legs. Good, change, slowly come up. Take your time as blood flow reverses. Triangle, second set, turn your right foot out and take a bigger step. Bigger step, here we go. Bend your right leg, sit down, be humble, lean back, move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling and stretch up. Make sure all 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, wrist straight. Reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, turn, twist upper body back, sit down more, chest up more, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Good, change, move your arms, push right heel into floor, right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Okay, bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, try to squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength we want to engage. Look up towards the ceiling, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change, reverse out, rotate your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, little bit of a smaller step, head to knee pose. Arms over your head, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Like that pelvis bowl, you want to tilt the pelvis bowl forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot all the way down. Stretch your fingers forward, suck your stomach in, touch your knee and head together. Maybe start to lock your hands back together, maybe thumbs cross, maybe palms together, not because you have to, but because you can. That's the spirit of this class. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with ears, head up, last. Good, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I'll show you what it looks like from the front. So you want to turn your back toes in, and then you can push your hips forward until your hips and armpits face forward, right? So right hip forward, forward, forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So as you go down, notice if your hips want to come out of alignment, and think about Shakira. Push your right hip forward a little bit so your hips stay square. Tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead and knee together. Stretch your fingers forward again, noticing if the hips are coming up. Left hip up, right hip forward, forward, forward. 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. The slower you do, the better you do. You're working on your balance, your strength, your control. Head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat and towel, tree and then toe. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Bring your knee to the right so that your foot comes onto your shin, your knee, your thigh. Eventually lift your leg all the way up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly let your right knee drop down. Never force your knees. You can bring your right hand up, and if you can balance, left hand up. You can stay here, work on pressing your hips forward to open the hips, or you can flow to another fun posture called toe stand. This is my favorite posture to fall out of. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes. Suck your stomach in, fold forward. We're working on concentration, meditation, balance, and focus. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. As you sit, you want the weight in your arms, not your knee. So if you have your hands on the floor, you lean forward first before bending your standing leg. Bring your left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor first, lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Woo, you can always come up on 2 feet if that feels safer. Good, change, right leg down, lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. And remember, this side might feel different. Touch your heel to your costume, slowly let your left knee drop down into a half lotus shape. You're training your hips and knees to sit in lotus pose one day. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. So on the other side, my foot stays, but on this side, my foot falls, right? So I'm going to continue to hold on to my foot with my hand. Be more interested in opening your hips than closing your hands. I'm sure there's a life lesson in there somewhere. You can stay here or flow to toe stand. Stomach in, pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes, it helps with balance, and fold forward. At first, angling forward, eventually hands to floor, walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your right heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, make sure you're breathing. Point your left toes, left knee down, get your knees in line, left hand, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up. You can come up on 2 feet or straighten your standing leg first and then push your hips forward to come out just the way you went in. Good. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. You're gonna lie down on the floor for the rest of class. Okay, so Savasana, bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, close to your sides. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. And as you exhale, just relax through your jaw, your shoulders, your hips, everything sinking down. Let your body be heavy. Keep your back relaxed and lift your right leg up. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below your knee. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. This is called Pavana Mutasana, wind removing pose. Change, right leg down, left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your left shin just below the knee, pull your knee out and down and hold. If your right calf muscle doesn't touch the floor, that's normal. Try flexing your right toes back to your face to keep 2 shoulders, 2 hips, right leg on the floor. Change, left leg down and both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a really big hug for coming to class, good for you. If you can't grab your elbows, you can grab your knees, you can interlock your fingers, grab wrists or forearms, get as compact as possible. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change. Legs down, arms down, take a breath. Second set, right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, pull your knee out and down. So it's called wind removing pose for a reason. We're trying to put pressure on the lower abdomen to massage the ascending colon. Fun, change. Right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down, massaging your descending colon. This posture is good for digestion and it's good for grip strength. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug, keep your two heels in line, side by side. When you line up your heels, you line up your hips. And this one, as we press the thighs into the lower abdomen, we massage the transverse colon, the midtown train. Again, it's good for stomach, it's good for your back, spine lengthening down, and it's a nice way to give yourself a hug every day. Squeeze tight, good, change, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today or like a recent back injury, skip the sit-up, roll off to the side, meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, and everybody together, turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, beautiful. Use 100% back strength, come up halfway only. Keep your belly down and your chest up. Elbows stay bent. Hug your arms into your sides and keep your feet together like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Draw an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Second set, Cobra Bhujangasana, very Halloween friendly. Chin on the floor, hands on the floor. I've been waiting a year to make that joke. Feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. All 5 fingers together, hands flat, not cupping. Push your hands into the floor a little bit. Feel your biceps, triceps turn on. Push your feet into the floor a little bit. Quadricep muscles contracted. Squeeze your butt, push your hips down, lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to the left, right ear on the towel, arms down, heels out. Locust, Shalabhasana, bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your palms down. So palms face the floor, knuckles face the ceiling. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. So one day, pinky fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, flip your palms the other way. It is harder for most of us, but it is safer for your shoulders. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. That's the tricky thing about this yoga. The right way tends to be the hard way. It's frustrating at first, but it's safer when palms face the floor. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Can you lock your leg a little bit more? Point your left toes. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in, mouth down, mouth on your mat. You want your neck long for a neutral, safe spine. Mouth down, feet together. Spread your fingers wide, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. Struggle a little harder, don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, roll forward, lock your legs, lift your heels up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right. Take a breath. Feel your heart racing. You are so very alive. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight, flip your palms down, bring your arms underneath you as best you can. Spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So there's some tech people like Elon Musk who believe that like humans are just in a simulation. Like this is all a simulation of some advanced species that's basically made us a computer game. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. And whenever I hear this theory, the sci-fi person in me loves it, but the yogi in me knows that it's not right because I'm like very aware right now that I am very alive. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. So this yoga helps us discern the truth, right? And the truth is that like your heart is racing, your fingers are spreading wide, feet together, lock your legs, lift both legs up. So even if this posture is a little bit uncomfortable, let it be a reminder of how very alive you are, right? Especially in a world that's increasingly digital. Keep your feet together, shoulders down, lift your heels up. Good, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left. As you release the arms from under the body, you release the tourniquet effect, you get a fresh rush of blood through the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Full locust, Purna Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body is in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your feet together. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up. Look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right and take an inhale. Even slower exhale. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. So this posture is so good for strengthening your back. If you Google like yoga for back pain, this posture is in pretty much every sequence. In fact, all of the postures we do on our stomach are really good for your back, right? That's why it's called the spine strengthening series. The more you keep the feet together, the more you strengthen the back muscles. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, take an inhale, take an exhale. Last one on the stomach, Dhanurasana floor bow, chin on the floor, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, point your toes, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking, very nice, without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Notice if you're rolled way back, roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right and take a breath. We want to get a big rush of oxygen to the body with our little Savasana between every set of every posture. Inhale, exhale. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, look up and kick. So when we make sure that we're breathing the whole time, we make sure that we're not building up lactic acid. So tomorrow, like you might be a little sore, right? But it's not like sore like when you do an exercise where you don't breathe so much, right? We're always breathing in and out through the nose. Knees in, feet out, wrist straight, look up, kick, 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 kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, take a breath. Great, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat and towel, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I will show you the first set from the side. Start in tabletop, open your feet and knees. Walk your hands back. Now, if you have tight ankles or knees, this might be how far you go. You can keep your hands on the floor in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down, I'm gonna move a little bit. If you can sit down between your heels, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, knees never come off the floor, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. What I just described in 10 seconds takes some people 10 years, and that's okay. As long as you're feeling a stretch along your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, you're doing great, never going to a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. If your goal in these yoga postures is to get all the way into the posture, you will drive yourself crazy and you might get hurt, right? But if your goal is to simply heal your body, it becomes way more sustainable. So don't worry so much about sitting all the way down in that posture. Just worry that you're getting a stretch and that you're still able to breathe through your nose. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat and towel, second set. Fix firm, open your feet, open your knees. You can stay here the whole time, or as you're ready, walk your hands back, sink your hips down, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain, left elbow down, knees never come off the floor, head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. Yoga is the sweet spot between patience and determination. If we're too patient, not much happens, but if we're too determined, we can get hurt. So you want to find your edge where you're challenging yourself, but you can still breathe through your nose. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect on the lower body. Fresh blood rushes through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Sometimes the release from the posture is just as therapeutic as the asana itself. Remember that you can always skip sit-ups and roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Half tortoise, Artichomasana, come to the back of your mat and towel. I'll show you from the side. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, stretching the ankles. Arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down with a straight spine, flat back, hinging at your hips. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in, or go down forehead to floor first and then little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come up, feet together, arms with your ears. You can always put your hands on the floor and walk up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Take an inhale. Take an exhale, relax your jaw. Go again, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Great. Back of your mountain towel, second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and glow down. The slower you do, the better you do. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, arms with your ears, abdomen in, feet together, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Notice what you're thinking about and let it go. Give yourself permission just to be here now. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Come to the top of your mat and towel. For Camel Ustrasna, our deepest back bend, stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. I will show you from the side. Place your hands at your waistband spine, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. If that feels okay, lift your head and drop your head back. You can stay here or with your hands on your back, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here with your hands on your back, or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, keep your hands on your back. It is safer for your spine. Change, place your hands on your back first, and then push yourself up without twisting your spine so your head comes up last. Very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Notice any sensations going on. It could be like dizziness or lightheadedness or nausea. It could be like an intense urge to cry or to laugh. This posture can be somewhat psychedelic for some of us. We're stretching a big nerve center, the solar plex nerve system, and our nervous system can make us feel some kind of way. So if you're there right now, just know that is totally normal. There's nothing wrong with you. If nobody's told you yet today, there's nothing wrong with you, but also there's nothing wrong with you doing second set. So here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, always do second set. Come to the top of your mat and towel. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. If you have tight knees, roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under your knees. Boom, put your palms on your backs of your hands, push backs to your back, push your hips forward, words are hard, look up towards the ceiling, drop your head back, maybe bring your elbows together. Eventually or in the future, go back halfway, and if it feels okay, grab your heels, thumbs outside, fingers inside. The goal of this posture is to open the front of the body and bend the spine. The result is that from time to time, you will grab your heels. Please do not confuse goals with results. The goal is always you feeling good when you leave the room. The result is that sometimes you go deeper into postures. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So again, this style of yoga tends to attract people who need to know what's coming next, right? I'm right there with you. And yet I'm often reminded the number one word in this series is change. Amidst all of the similarities, amidst the fact that it's meditative, we're doing it the same every time, there's also this encouragement that life changes, our body changes, how you relate to these postures might change day to day, season to season, year to year. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. And that's what's so cool about it. This class is one big control group, right? When everything else is changing, you get to come in here and do rabbit pose. So sit on your heels, knees, feet together, rabbit pose, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round your spine,
Forehead to knees automatically top with head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Keep your feet on the floor, heels together, lift your shoulders up. Good, change, hips down first. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Good, turn around, Savasana. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, rabbit, let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin to chest, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip, lift your hips up, roll forward. Press down through the tops of your feet, ankles, shins, and knees. Squeeze your heels together, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and we're gonna flow that straight into spine twist. Fun, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. You can do it. Right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Arms over your head, stretch up first. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot and touch your forehead to your knee. Now, if your forehead and knee don't touch with a straight leg, you are in the majority. Bend your right leg as much as you want to touch your knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up first. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So this is the last of the head to knee postures. They're all about compression. When we touch our knee and head together, it might sound arbitrary, but I think it's kind of miraculous. We're rounding our whole upper body over half of our lower body. True compression to the abdominal wall, true extension to the spine. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Mutasana stretching, I'll show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes of your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. For this posture, rather than rounding your spine, arch your spine. Rather than compressing your abdomen, stretch your abdomen. Knees can stay bent, fold forward, stomach to thighs, chest to knees. If you can straighten your legs, lock your legs and fold forward, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day forehead to toes. Change, come on up, stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Right arm behind you, left arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or grab your hip, your waistband, maybe even your inner thigh. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. Twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor. I'll show you from the side. Touch your left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over. Grab your right knee with your hand and keep your hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand for balance or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We start the 26 and 2 sequence with a breathing exercise and we end full circle with a breathing exercise. So we always begin and end class focusing on lung health, which I think is more important than ever. Here we go, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. All right, all right, all right. Come to the middle of your mat and Kapalabhati. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try to sit on your feet. You're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, snap your stomach in. When your stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. It's pretty cool. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, chest up, strong arms, shoulders down, and away we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug. High five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. Sorry, we finished a few minutes late. I apologize. Sometimes I'm good at that, and sometimes I am not. So if you need to leave, I totally understand. But if you have time, make time. Final Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, and take a deep, life-giving breath. There are many things that we can fake or simulate in life. Yoga is not one of them. There's no such thing as a yoga savant. This is not chess. You come to yoga, you see someone do something kind of cool. They might have a background in like gymnastics or something like that, sure. But I promise you that it took them a long time to do the yoga pose the right way. So you just come in and you do a little bit every day. And it's like putting money into a savings account. It's cumulative and it adds up. And you practice when you can, so that when there's those rainy days or those rainy months or even a year or two where you can't practice yoga, that's okay. Your body is creating muscle memory right now. It's forming new neuromuscular pathways so that even if you have to take some time off, when you come back, your body remembers. The body keeps score. And this can be both frustrating and also really beautiful and profound. The body remembers. The body keeps score. So what is it that you want your body to remember today? Is it tight shoulders and a tense jaw? Or is it relaxed hands? A smooth brow? The ability to inhale and exhale and complete peace. Take an inhale, breathe it all out, and picture yourself in perfect, radiant health.